Oh, alright, welcome back to the Nice Micro League. I hope you are all doing well. So, today's program is going to be the first round of Nice Micro League. So we are still at the first round of the Season 6 of Nice Micro League, and we already had 2 games between Toprielo and Kovi and Nice Leauge and Dorage. We had these 2 games. And today we are going to have Raynor versus Zorro and Geresz versus Monster Truck. And before we get into the games, I wanted to talk a little more about the tournament format, which we did not do last time. So just giving you information one by one. So we have all these 15 players who got into the tournament and this season, and you can see that we have these 15 players playing in the first round, and there are some points given to these players even at the first round. So 0, of course, is because in the first round no one have played before. But you can see that 5 of the players got 4 extra points and 5 of the players got 2 extra points. That is based on previous performance in the Nice Micro Leagues and just a general aptitude in the game, I guess. So Hasta La Vista have not played before, but he is kind of on my level. So that's why he got the same extra points that I have, which is 2 extra points. And so what we can get from this is that this only affects the pairing of the players. So you can see that the +4 players got paired with +4 players as much as they could, except for Raynor and Zorro. And the +2 players got paired with +2 players, and the +0 players got paired with +0 players. So this is just to ensure that in the beginning of the tournament we kind of have pairings between players of similar aptitude, so we don't end up with very predictable games. And so if we are taking a look at our pairings today, so I decided that we should first go with the match between Raynor and Zorro, because I guess this is kind of the more the bigger imbalance between these 2 players and their previous records. And then we will go second with Geresz versus Monster Truck, where even though this is the first time Monster Truck is playing as Protoss in a Nice Micro League, so he has no ranking here, their performance is expected to be closer together. So if I go and show you the previous Nice Micro League results, you can see that Raynor, or Ray Jimner, I guess, he changed his nickname sometimes, so got 3rd place in the previous Nice Micro League, while Monster Truck was in the in between 5th and 8th place, which is and then he played random, and you can see that Zorro and Geresz both got into the 9th to 12 bracket over there. So the difference between Zorro and Ray Jr. is expected to be bigger than the difference between Geresz and Monster Truck. So this is the reason why I decided just on the order of the games played. So I just tried to, in the beginning maybe not as many people join the stream, and maybe in the end more people will be here. So the more predictable game, I guess, would go first. But of course, this is a StarCraft, so you never know. You cannot predict exactly what will happen. So Raynor might have just gotten out of practice, and Zorro might have just gotten in practice. So we don't know. Based on their statistics, Jim Raynor has 3 wins versus Protoss and 0 losses, while Zorro played 3 wins and 3 losses versus Random. So, you know, the record of Jim Raynor is much better in this situation, so we can see whether Zorro can give a loss to Jim Raynor versus Protoss and Butter. This is the first time in the Nice Micro Leauge when we play Random versus Protoss on Butter, so the map statistics will not be of much help for us today. Okay, so this is, I guess, should be enough for our introduction of our players, of our map. Here we can talk about the details of the map once we are in the game. So I guess let's do it. Alright, so we have our Protoss player in the bottom of Butter here, yellow color Zorro, and we have our random player, this time also as a Protoss, Jim Raynor on the top of Butter. So Butter is a 2-player map. This the specific trick, I guess, or the distinguishing characteristic of this game is that both the main bases are on the right hand side, and Zorro is sending the scouting probe first. Seems like Jim Raynor is going to build something closer to the entrance, so it's not exactly close enough to the entrance to make a wall, but definitely this is a more offensive placement of the gateway, I guess. So of course Zorro needs to scout early because he needs to figure out what race his opponent is playing and change his strategy based on that. So he will be scouting around here, and you can see he built his pylon and gateway very close to the nexus. So I guess this is for the case if he's playing against Zerg, he could more easily micro versus Zerglink. I don't know. Maybe it's better for versus Terran, I guess. But no, because then the Zealots and the Marines, I don't know. Anyways, I'm not exactly sure what is the reason keeping these buildings together. I guess long term it won't matter that much. But I guess this was his kind of way of playing safe versus an unknown race of an enemy. So his scouting probe almost lost all its shields while running around. Jim Raynor is still on 1 gateway, and is already mining gas, so I guess he will put down the cybernetics core as soon as he gets enough money for that. Zorro definitely has enough money for a cybernetics core, but he's instead making zealots. I guess he does not have the gas, so yeah, he just puts down a 3rd gateway. He is not going to tack into dragoons here. So 1 zealot is out and the 2nd is on its way for Jim Raynor with a cybernetics core coming up, and his scouting probe is going home. Zorro's scouting probe gained back all its shields, and the zealots go back from the door to kill it. I guess 3 zealots from Zorro, and we are making 2 more, and now, yeah, this is another pylon down there, which you, I guess, cannot see because of my face, but now Zorro finally is not supply blocked, so he can start building another zealot on his 3rd gateway. Jim Raynor is just sending the probe to scout. We have still 3 zealots at the entrance, 3 zealots at the entrance here, and of course Jim Raynor is already getting dragoons made and puts down the 2nd gateway. I think once you have 5 zealots you need to commit to an attack, so what are you exactly trying to defend against with this many zealots? Once, if the dragoons are coming, that is going to be a lot of trouble if you're only trying to defend with zealots. I guess he is hiding his zealots from the scouting probe, so scouting probe will only see 3. I guess if you have like 8 zealots, which is the situation here, and you attack right now, that might make a difference. But once Raynor has the 3 gateways and is producing dragons non-stop, you will have a difficult time getting anything done. And the 4th gateway is being built on a single base. That is rough. And another pylon over there, still no gas for Zorro. He's only 17 probes, and Raynor is on 20. Now, I guess one of Zorro's zealots is moving out, and 3 zealots and a dragoon are coming. I guess Zorro is trying to buy some time. What are you buying time for? You have already so many zealots, and still no gas. What is he trying to do? So he's putting 5 zealots. Okay, so he's trying to surround the enemy, but I mean, Raynor will see this and attack this, and now all your other zealots are far back, so now it is going to be much more difficult to surround. Okay, now, no, oh, this is good, this is much better than I thought. Now the dragoons are totally surrounded over there, and the zealots need to run behind the minerals to catch that, so that will be very bad for the zealots. They will not have a sufficient surface area, but the dragoons are falling down. And what is it? 4 dragoons and 1 zealot are on their way here. So I guess this is time for Zorro to show his true colors. He's putting down more pylons, still no gas mining, and I guess no zealot production either. He is microing too hard to macro up. He's sending half of his zealot army around, trying to catch up with the dragoons, but of course the slow zealots can be infinitely abused by the dragoons, and because he is chasing the dragoons up, his other contingent of zealots do not catch up with them either. If he would like running back and forth with the dragoons, trying to tease them, keep them outside, that would have been more efficient from Zorro. But now the dragoons are at the choke, so the amount of micro Raynor can do here is going to be limited. And as you can see, the zealots are killing some of the dragoons, but too many dragoons here. So the number of dragoons is just like what? 10 dragoons. We have 2 zealots left. So I guess you can at least get like a full scout of the base with these 2 zealots. That is good. I don't think Zorro has any chance of a successful attack without getting zealot speed now. The dragoons are just faster, easier to micro. And even though Topirello in the chat says that plain zealots just win, well, this is, I think, too much dragoons. Yeah, you cannot fight like 10 dragoons with 4 zealots or 5, unfortunately for Zorro here. He needs to... Yeah, I think like moving these zealots out was a mistake here. Probably if he just put the zealots somewhere outside his base and waits until the dragoons go into the natural and then backstabs them, that might have been a bit effective, but now you just have to fight against like 12 dragoons, and soon there will be some upgrades coming from Raynor. There is nothing at the base here, no upgrades. The number of dragoons will not be enough. So Zorro basically wasted all his zealots, maybe killed 1 dragoon and now the dragoons are coming, and you can just, like, these amounts of, this is a large amount of dragoons to micro versus zealots. And yes, this is GG definitely. So first game is taken by Raynor here. Very decisive victory on his part using the beginning. He microed the dragoons, the initial dragoons. So I think Zorro went in a bit late with his initial zealots. So Raynor already had enough dragoons to defend his base. But we have 2 more games at least, unless of course Zorro loses the next one also. So this next game is going to be played on Aztec, which is a 3-player map. And what do we need to know about Aztec? It is, yeah, 3-player map. I guess the main bases are in low ground, while the expansions are on high ground. So that is going to be more conducive to going straight for the natural, I guess, to put your gateways up on the natural. But I don't know, and maybe you can even wall there successfully. So I'm not sure exactly what to expect here, but I guess I managed to load up the replay while saying some word salad over here. So anyways, this is a map where in the Nice Micro Leauge we already had random versus Protoss 3 times, and random won 2 times, Protoss won 1 time. So let's see how Zorro does against Raynor here, and this is going to be our second game between the two. Let's go. Alright, so we have on the bottom right position Raynor as the red Terran, and Zorro is on the bottom left position here. So now we got a Protoss versus Terran. Of course, this is a 3-player map, which means Zorro needs to scout a bit more early, I guess, to figure out where his opponent is and what race his opponent is. And he is going to wall on the... No? Yeah, he is going to wall at the natural. I was just looking, is there any pylon between the workers there? That wouldn't have made any sense. So this choke here is relatively narrow. You cannot perfectly wall this, but I guess you can do something there to put down maybe 2 gateways, 1 gateway, and Forge if you are playing against Zerg, maybe. I'm not exactly sure, but he is scouting in the incorrect direction, unfortunately. So see, he will have to play blind here and puts down a gateway. Is he going to put down a second gateway at 11? So he put down the first gateway, and then... yeah, he has enough money for the second gateway. Does he put down? Yes, he puts down the second gateway. Okay, so he is not exactly walling at the choke. He put this at a little more forward position. I guess if you are playing versus Zerg, this is this would be deadly. But he is playing versus Terran, and our Terran player is going for the gas and has the barracks out. So now our Protoss player finally sees that it is a Terran indeed, and I guess he can start building the zealots to abuse the Marines. There is no bunker being built, it's another supply depot to wall. And I guess, did the Terran not find the Protoss yet, or why is he going that direction? Maybe he just left the waypoints there. And now Zorro is going for the gas. Of course, versus Terran you cannot play pure zealots. In the beginning you can try to like kill a few Marines with 1 or 2 zealots if you really want to, but yeah, versus Terran you definitely need Dragoons, and he is not even making a second zealot. I guess he might want to now. No second zealot. The cybernetics core is about halfway done, and Jim Raynor, is he just going to chase the probe? Yes, he's just chasing the probe, so he is not risking these 2 Marines. He could try to do like a bunker rush. I think bunker rush would be very strong play here, because both of the gateways are here. So once the bunker is built, that would cause Protoss a lot of trouble. But seems like Raynor did not decide to rush at the moment. He is making a 3rd Marine though, but the factory is almost already done. And I guess the Protoss is due to make some Dragoons here. He has the money for it, or is he just trying to expand without buying the new units? Still no Dragoons. Okay, so finally we started making Dragoons. And no range upgrade yet. Oh, he is putting a hidden citadel of a dude. Interesting, because he's probably going for like some type of DT rush, some Dark Templar play. We have 5 Marines here, and the 6th, 7th. Oh, a lot of Marines are being made. Is Raynor going for an early Marine rush before he is getting the tank? He's totally skipped vultures. No vulture play here. Only Marines. He's hiding these 4 Marines at the back in case of the Protoss would come up, but the Protoss places the probe at the worst position, where there is literally 0 vision over there. This is because these kind of reverse ramps, StarCraft Original does not support ramps that go in this direction, so the low ground is above the high ground. Those ramps are hacked together, so there are some points there which are actually low ground, even though they look like they're supposed to be high ground. But anyways, we are having a first tank out there, and we have 6 Marines hidden. If it is indeed a... Yes, Templar Archives. So it is a DT play, so we have only 2 Dragoons and 3 Zealots. He saved up the gas to add to DTs. Does the Terran have any detection? The Academy is done, and he's researching Stim. Is he going to play Stim versus Protoss? That is an interesting choice. He does not have Scan yet. He has a Medic that will be absolutely useless versus Dark Templars. Is he building... No, he's not building the engineering base, so he won't have turrets either. So the Protoss is moving out without the DTs. Now the DTs are also on the way, and I guess he started making Dragoons now, full time. So what will he do here? Will he start trying to abuse the tanks? So I think the DTs just cannot get in. So the wall is perfect, so he has to kill the wall, and then I guess if he uses the DTs to kill the wall, that will prompt James Raynor to build the scanner over there, the comsat station. Okay, so the Zealots basically realize they cannot do anything, and one of them is almost dead. Where are the Dark Templars? Well, the Dark Templars are hidden at the side. So will Zorro make a decisive move here and try to bring down the wall before? No, he's making more Dark Templars and more Zealots. Doesn't really seem like the most useful unit composition here. The Dragoon, we have already 4 tanks and really a lot of Marines. So is he just waiting for the Terran to move out? But the comsat station is almost done, so the Terran will have 1 scan. This army is definitely very big for the Protoss to deal with. The DTs should start moving out, yes. No, the DTs actually decide to move in, but what will the DTs achieve here? Is he trying to kill the Marines? No, he's not killing. Is he trying to bring down Terran production, Terran economy? So, unfortunately, Dark Templars don't kill SCVs in one hit. But now the Terran spent one scan here to kill these DTs. And he didn't kill them. He does not have a scan for quite a while. Will he attack the scanner? No, he's not attacking the scanner, he's chasing SCVs. Now, of course, the Zealot can move. Okay, this one Dark Templar here can get rid of all the Marines. But the attack is very slow, so it will take some time. But we still have... And now he's building the engineering bay right here. That is very funny. A lot of SCVs are being run away. Now we have one more scan. And did he scan the DT? Yes, he scanned the DT. But there is another DT. And now there won't be any more scans for a while. But the engineering bay will be finished. Now this DT has to do something very efficient here. No, and Jim Raynor GG's. Wow. Alright. The Invisible Man does its job. The Invisible Man brings home a victory for Zorro. Very well played indeed. So now we are up 1-1. Very, very nice games. I am very proud of Zorro for his Dark Templar play. So you can see there is more than like 1,500 points difference between the two of them in the ranking, but I guess this will boost up Zorro's ranking a bit if he is going to win the next game. Yeah, I guess the patience paid off, says Tapirello in the chat, which seems like a good observation. So, I was a bit worried that he did not start killing the wall before the Terran moves out, because I was thinking that the Terran will have better detection by the time. But the Terran did not build the Comstat station on time and did not build an engineering base, so the two DTs could sneak in, and the single Comstat station was just simply not enough to parry this attack. So next map is Jade. So Jade, you can see random has 3 wins versus 0 of the Protoss. So this is, I banned this map, and some other Protoss players also banned this map, but not Zorro, because Jade, in the whole history of the Nice Micro League, only one Protoss victory was on this map, which I guess if you don't count the Protoss versus Protoss games, of course, this is in the Nice Micro League, the anti-Protoss map. So let's see how Zorro will utilize that statistics, I guess, or will he change that statistics? Will he give another Protoss victory here, or will Jim Raynor bring in a second victory and makes this 3 into a 4 for Jade? All right, let's jump into the next game. Alright, so now we are back at another Protoss versus Terran, I guess. The Protoss player, Zorro, is in the top left corner in blue colors, and our brown Terran, or the random player in brown colors with Terran, is Jim Raynor on the top right corner. So they are not cross positions, I guess. And Jim Raynor is going to wall on the natural. So this choke is also quite narrow, similar. So in this aspect, this map is similar to Aztec. I guess the number of expansions is only like for each corner we have a natural and a third base. So in total we have 12 bases here, which for a 4 starting location map is on the lower. And I guess that is, I think 12 base is the lowest that you get on these 4-player maps. And the supply depot is almost finished, and he is going to make a barracks over there, I guess. So, what is the strategy for Zorro here? He sends back this troop. He is not scouting, as of yet, which is very, very risky behavior during playing versus random. Puts down a second gateway, and he is not making a wall again. Why is he mining minerals? Oh, maybe he wants to... No, he's just going home. I thought maybe he will want to use it for some micro tricks. I don't know. So I guess Zorro is basically just hoping he is not versus Zerg in this situation. Because if you are playing against Zerg and the Zerg puts down a pool first, I don't think you can hold it with this build. Now he needs to send out 2 probes to make up for the late scout. And the Terran is scouting already. Terran is scouting the middle first. Will they meet? No, they don't even meet. So, but that doesn't matter that much, as Zorro will find Jim Raynor here and sees it's a wall. So I guess he can send home the other scouting probe. And the SCV also did not manage to get in. Will we see a bunker rush now? Is the Protoss making more zealots? No. But we have single marine, second marine is being made. We have 16 workers versus 16 workers. Of course, the Protoss has to produce zealots, which cost 100 minerals versus the 50 minerals of the marines. But the Terran already putting down the factory, so I guess he's not going for like a bio attack the same way he did in the previous game. He's just keeping these marines here to keep these scouting away. And Zorro is not aggroing on the SCV. He is waiting patiently to get up to Dragoons, but he still does not have a Vespene Geyser. I guess the fast expansion is going down, but he had enough minerals to put down the cybernetics core. Okay, now he puts down the assimilator also, and does not make any more units. The SCV attacked the gateway a bit. I guess he has this probe here, so he can see that there is not much going on at the moment, but the 2 marines move out and start to chase the probe. Where? Okay, the marines did not chase the probe more. You see, he's not making any vultures. He is making the add-on for the factory, and now the Terran is also expanding. So this fast expansion might pay off for the Protoss because the Nexus is already done. He started mining the gas. He should transfer some probes over there, but I guess there's no rush. So the Terran command center will be much later, but the Terran already has the factory, already has a lot of gas, and he started making a tank. Puts down the engineering bay, I guess, playing against Dark Templars scars you a bit. So command center is almost done, and the Protoss is already mining with 7 probes on the second base, and I guess, what is this, 11 on the main base, so 24, the number of workers. Now the command center is also done. The Zealots peaked in a bit. Are we making Dragoons finally? Yes. So Dragoons are being made, and one of them already started to move out. There is still no upgrade for the Dragoon range, but we have a forge and we have a secondary assimilator here, so Protoss will be able to execute a more gas-heavy build. The Terran does not need that much gas at the moment now. He is actually researching mines. Very good play. So mines is a good play against Zealots, a good play against I guess, DTs. Not a good play, not exactly the best play against the cannon rush, but I don't know, why would you ever cannon rush a Terran player? Okay, the missile threat, so definitely Raynor has been scarred by the DT rush and is spending money on detection. The Protoss needs... Will he put down another cannon? Okay, the Terran is actually supply blocked at this time. Puts down another supply depot right in here. Is he building? He's building turrets in his base like crazy. He's flying out the engineering bay. Now the cannon is also shooting at the supply depot, so I guess the Terran will stay supply blocked for a moment here. Is the Protoss going to put down more cannons? Or is he macroing up? Yes, he is putting down gateways, so he will have 5 gateways very soon. And building more pylons. Still producing probes. We have 37 probe surges, the 32 workers of the Terran. And the siege mode is done, so now you will need to have speed lots. Is the Protoss going for the cybernetics core? Yes. Of course, Raynor is not supply blocked anymore and is building more supply depots in the base. He has 2 factories and building a 3rd one, and now he can start to siege this cannon. I guess this cannon cost 150 minerals, helped bring down 1 supply depot and an SCV. I guess it killed the SCV, I did not see that. The engineering bay fires in. The Protoss has the... Yes, you can kill 1 tank with 4 Dragoons. It takes 2 shots. But then how do you kill the 2nd tank? But you have a 3rd tank, yeah, you cannot fight against that. But the tank number of the Terran has been reduced back to 2 instead of the 3 it had before. So I think this probably did worth it for the Protoss. But the Terran will be able to place mines, and we don't have detection for the Protoss. The Zealot legs are being made. Does he think about getting observers? He should think about getting observers, because if these vultures go and start putting mines in the front of the base, that will be a big problem for our Protoss player here. And of course, the vulture run-by, you have to be very careful and avoid the vulture run-bys. Now, a nice contingent of Protoss units arrived here and manages to snipe 1 tank, snipes 2 tanks, and the 3rd tank is also down, but there is another tank at the low ground and a lot of mine here, but the mines kill... Okay, it killed 2 dragons, 2 vultures and a marine, so I guess it's still bad for the Protoss. But the Terran's tank number is constantly reduced, so you cannot amass the critical number of tanks, like the critical mass of tanks here. We only have 3 tanks at the moment, and the Protoss amassed, again, what is it, 5 Zealots and 3 Dragoons? Oh no! Kill this! You need to kill the vulture! Oh no, the vulture manages to put down the mines here, even though it only had 20 hit points left. Now, are we going for the observer? Yes, the robotics facility is being placed down, and we are also getting the Templar tech. Protoss is just running in. Yeah, the Terran does not have enough tanks. Generally, you don't want to fight tanks with pure Dragoons, but the tank number is just constantly being reduced to like 3. And once the tanks are this spread out, I guess you don't need to send in that many Zealots. Okay, so there's a mine that is trying to catch up with that Zealot. Oh. That was a long chase from that spider mine over that Zealot, and the Protoss did not kill it. Now we have 5 tanks for the Terran, so Terran will be able to start to move out, and the number of Zealots is very low if you want to fight the siege tanks in siege mode. Because the Protoss should start to think about getting a new base. What is he building? He's building Templars, which is good. Researching plasma shields. Now the Protoss will lose all the Zealots here. This Zealots should have kept attacking that time. That would have been good. But now the Terran has 7 tanks, so this Dragoon heavy army cannot effectively fight against that, and the Protoss is still producing mostly Dragoons. The observatory is just being placed now. Oh, I did not realize that the Protoss hid the third base in the bottom corner. Very well played. I was not looking at the minimap, or rather did not take a look at the bottom left corner at the minimap. I was just checking the third base here, which has a vulture still. And now, oh no, he's going to move all these probes through the map. But okay, there are no vultures up, and this is how Protoss loses. Yeah, once you start moving in trying to snipe this many tanks with Dragoons, the Dragoons will just splatter under the splash damage. He could put down like a shield battery here just for fun, I guess. Maybe a cannon over here in case the Terran wants to build too close to that part of the map. This is a very nice placement. This gateway, I guess, is only serving as a wall-in. Yeah, the Terran has definitely enough to start moving out and pushing, and has a lot of money. So now we have 6 factories, 2 add-ons. It's mostly producing vultures at the moment. Putting down a lot of supply depots and the science facility. Okay, where does the scan go? Yeah, his scans... Where did the scan go? I don't know. I did not find where the scan went. Yeah, this Zealot should have stayed there, because now the Zealot is dead anyways, and now it causes 0 damage. Okay, the Observer is moving with the army, which is good. The Dragoons can snipe the mines. Yeah, Protoss is walling in here with the cannons. Now this third base have been scanned, so I guess the Terran is looking for hidden expansions at the moment. Carriers would work well against the tank. Yes, that is true. Trapirello is right. Problem with carriers is, of course, that they require a lot of time and supply. So if you are going for carriers and the Terran pushes in the same time, you will have a bad time. Now more probes are crossing the map. We have 71 probes for 3 expansions. That's a little too much. And DTs are being produced at the Terran's possible third base, I guess, or the natural third base. This vulture should be killed and the Protoss should expand over there, or the Protoss should expand to this base. I don't know. I guess the Protoss... he did not hide this gateway that well. But now... one DT is out and it can cause a little bit of trouble. Kill 1 tank, that is good. That's already nice, killing 1 tank. Okay, he kills 2 tanks with a DT, but loses 1 DT, 1 gateway, and a pylon. Did that move worth it? I am not quite sure, but it was an interesting move. Anyways, so our Protoss they are now up at 1,500 minerals. So I am like egging on. I know, I realize I egged on our players a little too much in the last game, and oh no, this pylon here was crucial for our Protoss. He's now supply block. But this is kind of one of the difficult parts of StarCraft, is actually keeping up production. So you have to manually macro up. You can only have 5 units in the queue, or rather 1 making 4 in the queue. So you all constantly have to put units in the queue, especially if you want to spend your minerals efficiently. So that's not easy to macro up nicely. And you have to also put down the pylons or the supply depots constantly. Now Terran is researching science in the science facility, the EMP, so he is going for science vessels. The Protoss is messing up a bigger and bigger army here, but our population count is the same, with the Protoss having much more workers, so that's an army supply advantage for the Terran, which is Never a good sign. So where did this scan go? Oh, he's scanning this natural, he's scanning this main base. He's looking for expansions. He knows his opponent should have expanded somewhere. Are we having arbiters? Yes, we are having arbiters being made, which is good. And now the Terran actually wastes a lot of the scans on looking for expansions. I guess he's just scanned the main base also, so that is nice. I guess he's seen the arbiter tech. What is the arbiter capable of at the moment? Is it just going to be hiding the units? Because that, yeah, the Terran, one scan here, and oh, he has 4 scans on the other, so you could use DTs to force scans out in these situations. Now that storm only goes on the tank. Yeah, the Protoss army is just melting away. That single tank over there with almost no health left. Okay, that gets picked up, that's very good, but now all the other Terran units are moving out. You can see, now actually Zorro is up 20 supply in population. And that is almost all of its probes, so... Jimner is running out of resources. Yes, he's mining out the main base, but he can get the third easily. Oh, he just doesn't have enough money to buy a command center there. That is a problem. Zorro is also running out here. He should definitely get a 4th base very soon, because this natural will run out soon also. Problem is, the Protoss army is here. There are some units here. Okay, so this is a Templar with 2 storms in it. So that could kill a few tanks, but not enough zealots. Welcome Charlie Root to the channel. Long time no see, exactly. StarCraft OG is dope, exactly. Okay, so we have like 4 observers here from our Protoss player. You could send at least 2 of them here. I don't understand why. So this like Vulture is like blocking this expansion here for 15 minutes now. No, they're not 15 minutes, but 10 for sure. Now, of course, the vultures are starting to move forward. Zealots are getting killed by mines. No mine drags. Where is the Protoss going? This middle area, this is a nice place. Try to manhandle the Terran a bit. But the Terran is nicely spread out, and he can also move on during, like, through this choke if he doesn't want to move upstairs here or up the ramp here. And okay, so there is no command center being built here. Okay, so the economic situation for Jim Raynor is really poor here. We have SCVs not mining, but the problem is, as long as the Terran has this army, and the Templar dies on a mine. Okay, at least I guess that Dragoon killed the tank. Now we have nothing in the middle. This army is nice. So I think Jim Raynor is just scanning to see if he should give up. I don't know, maybe not. But yeah, he could fly this command center over there. He needs the command center over there. Where are these scans going? I have no idea, I did not see. Okay, so Protoss also needs to put down, and he has 4,000 minerals. He could build 10 Nexus as 10 Nexi, I don't know. Okay, so now this has been built. One observer is getting killed. The other observer is also getting killed. I don't know, why is the observer like going just up there to still stay in range? The thing is, Zorro has 5,000 minerals in the bank. Jim Raynor is literally long distance mining. He forgot to put the command center up there. He built it. Zorro is also long distance mining for some reason, even though he has 5,000 minerals at the moment. Just put down an Nexus here. I don't know, I have no idea what is going on. So I guess both of the players are very much focused on their military, like their army here, and are just not paying attention to the macro, which is It is difficult. This game is not easy. Also, the scans are going down here, but there's nothing to kill. So yeah, it is not easy to focus on the economy while you are micromanaging your military. This is why my nickname is Nice Micro, because I forget to do both of them, micromanagement and macromanagement. What? Micromanagement and macromanagement. Now, okay, so now the Terran army is really thinned out. So what was very scary here is not really scary once it's just one tank and two tanks over there. It's definitely not scary for when an SCV is being sent up there. So this missile turret is good for detection in case the Protoss starts to move down the ramp, but there is nothing to kill whatever is getting detected here. I cannot believe this. This looks like a Factorio game with this chain of daisy chain of workers mining here. What is going on? Is this replay broken? Did they send me a broken replay? This does not look correct. Nothing is happening. I guess there is still unit production someplace, but the Protoss is maxed out. Okay, there is an observer being sent out, so... Okay, whatever this Zealot was doing, this looks like someone is still controlling the things that are happening. But this definitely... I don't know, this looks like a broken replay. These SCVs are not doing anything. There are SCVs that are not mining. There is a lot of Terran units clumped up over there. I guess none of our players watching the stream at the moment, so they cannot tell me if this is a broken replay or not. So, are we just like damned to watch a broken replay here? I will just check how much is left in time. So there is some time left from the replay. And yeah, this must be broken at this point. So I cannot believe that. What? But I can still see APMs registered. So something is definitely happening. But this is not something that, like, the fact that both of our players are still long distance mining and our Protoss player has 8,000 minerals, I am inclined to believe that this is indeed a broken replay, and which is very sad, but I will just speed this up, fast forward to the end, and we won't see any, yeah, there is no engagements to see, nothing is happening, and the replay just ends with Jim Raynor giving up. So, I am very sorry. Something went wrong here. It's a small indie game, the StarCraft Brood War. This is made by a very small team with no money. So I guess this is a Zorro victory. We did not end up seeing how he won the game, but Jim Raynor didn't just say GG, he said GGWP, so good game, well played. So I guess it must have been a very good game, which we did not end up seeing, and Zorro takes home 2 victories here in his first round. Very impressive, very well played. So let's go and move to our next set of games here, and let's hope that this small indie studio produced game, which it's like, how old is this game? 25 years at this point? Maybe the other player has the correct file and we can watch it next time. Yeah, maybe, hopefully. So I guess we have never had a situation with broken replay previously in the Nice Micro Leauge, but I guess this time had to come sometime. So I've been sent 3 replays by Geresz and Monster Truck, and I have just why is the date of all of them are the same? Okay, so 76 is the first game. Seeing a broken replay again brings back memories. Yes, so there are situations when replays get broken. It never happened before in the Nice Micro Leauge, so maybe I will have to ask the players to watch the replays before sending it to me, because this was kind of embarrassing. I was like talking crap about the players for playing a factorial game and long distance mining instead of building a new base. It was unfair of me and I apologize. So, Geresz versus Monster Truck, Zerg versus Protoss. Geresz has a quite nice track record versus Protoss in the Nice Micro Leauge, 5-3. Of course, Monster Truck is his first time playing Protoss. Previously he played Zerg and I guess first he played Zerg and the last time he played Random. So if we take a look at this list of the previous Nice Micro Leauges, so I think up until Nice Micro Leauge 4, Monster Truck played Zerg, and in Nice Micro Leauge 5 he played Random, and with Zerg he got into Nice Micro Leauge 4, he got the 9-12 place, while in Nice Micro Leauge 5 with Random he got into 5-8 place, which is an improvement. Let's see if he improves it more by playing Protoss. So 76 first time in the map pool of the Nice Micro Leauge, so we have no records on it at the moment, but it is a very interesting map with a very small ramp between the main base and the natural. So Zealots can go through, Zerglings can go through, Dragoons, Hydralisks I don't think, so Dragoons don't go through, Hydralisks I don't think so. So Protoss will either have to ferry the units with shuttles or have to play a very much air-based game, which is versus Zerg. I don't think it's easy to do so, but he can also put down the gateways in the natural, I guess. Oh, and I think there is also no gas in the natural, which will negatively affect the Zerg, so you cannot play like a gas-heavy game in the beginning. So I guess this is what we should know about this map. I think this is the first time we see. So previously everyone in the game had a veto against 76. So we can see here, yeah, Zorro vetoed 76. And who else? Yeah, Carlos Alejos also vetoed 76. And previously we also had a game between Tapirello and Kovi also banned 76. So first time we will see this map on live in the Nice Micro Leauge. So let's get into the first game between Geresz and Monster Truck, and let's see how Monster Truck debuts as a Protoss player. Alright, and I almost forgot about the map, that this map has minerals right next to your command structure. So bottom right corner we have Monster Truck here as a purple Protoss. I guess it's like confused for a second because the buildings are yellow for Protoss, while the color for our Zerg player is yellow here. So Zerg player is sending the Overlord in the wrong direction. Is this another broken replay we have here? No, okay. He was just too busy doing something else instead of sending the drones to mine. And now the mineral, it disappears. So did the Protoss try to mine that out? So what is now we saw a broken replay, I will be just every time our players do something unexpected, I will be assuming that the replay is broken. Okay, so monster truck. I don't know, I look at the yellow Geresz here and like how yellow the probe is, and I always try to think this is... oh, actually Geresz managed to send out the drone through this patch here. I was too preoccupied with something else to watch how he did it, but he microed it through, and this base has 2 gas instead of the 0 gas of this natural. So I guess for the Zerg, for a Mutalisk play, that is ideal. Our Protoss player has 1 gateway in the base. He is not planning on expanding here. There's no fast expanding on this base, I guess, or in this map. He's going to put down the Cybernetics core. Of course, he is either playing versus Zergling Rush or he's playing versus Mutalisks. And the spawning pool is being built. So this is our Zerg's expansion. I wonder... I guess you can like micro this through here somehow. Wonder how they do it. And I have no idea what the chrysalis here is for. This is a very weird map. Maybe I should have read up on this a little more before casting a game on it. Anyways, the Protoss has the Cybernetics core and will start building starports, I guess. Yeah, the Stargate is being built. Do we... No, we don't have any Zealots. I guess we have 1 Zealot at the ramp, rather. That should stop Zerglings for a while. And the Zerg player is also not overly worried about anything here. We don't have the Zerglings block the ramp. You see, this is a very small ramp. Now, the probe will scout and the Zerglings will be able to kill it. The Protoss does not see any additional bases. Can he also micro through this? Did he prepare? Yeah, he prepared from this map, I guess. So he knows that there is something going on over there. But I guess you cannot micro this through if it's alone. Maybe you need 2 workers to micro through. We have the Stargate done. Citadel of Adun and Forge is being produced. Now the Zerglings are running all over the place. I guess the Zerg player still haven't found. Now he found the Protoss. Okay, now he can send all the Zerglings to where the Protoss actually is. But these 2 Zealots probably can hold the ramp for infinitely time. Oh, these are only... Oh no, that never mind. 1,500. That's the normal amount of minerals. So Stargate is producing the Corsair, and are we going to have the Templar Archive soon? Is the Protoss going to expand? You don't really have the luxury to play 1 base versus Zerg as a Protoss player. So now he will see that there is a 2nd base over here, but there is no gas. So Geresz is not going for a strong gas-based game. And indeed, he has a Hydralisk Den, but no Spire at the moment. So I wonder what his strategy will be. I haven't seen many Protoss versus Zerg games on this map, so I really have no clue what to expect here. So 2 more Zerglings are running out. Is it trying to like have a Hydra Blast? But I don't think Hydralisk can move up this ramp. Maybe it's going to be like a Lurker drop or something. Is he upgrading? No, he's not upgrading the hatcheries at the moment. Where did that Corsair go? Oh, here it is. It killed only 1 Overlord at the moment, but Geresz is supply blocked. Oh, maybe there is another Corsair. Yeah, there is... No, that's an Overlord. Oh, there's the other Corsair. It haven't killed any Overlords yet. Oh, okay. Geresz is getting supply blocked very harshly here. And the Zealots are being microed well. Kill a few Zerglings. The Protoss can finally put down a Nexus. He has the money for it. We have another Zealot waiting up there. I guess it would make sense to put down a pylon somewhere and build cannons. Oh yeah, this is going to be probably a drop play here. Are we researching drop somewhere? Are we going to research drop somewhere? I don't know, but if he has enough Corsairs, above this lake. Maybe he can stop the drops. Putting cannons up here would also help. Yeah, the pylon is going down. This Corsair is going to go on another scouting run, I guess. We are starting to have a lot of Hydralisks for our Zerg player. Can the Hydralisk move through this ramp? If they can, that's cheating. There is one Hydralisk here, one Hydralisk over, or two Hydralisks rather. One is hiding behind the extractor. Let me see what is going on. So Protoss sends out the probes a bit prematurely. Probe transfer is a bit premature. One cannon. These three zealots are not doing anything. I guess. Oh yeah, the Hydralisks can actually move through this ramp. That's cheating. Dragoons cannot. So you need a lot of cannons now, because if these Hydralisks start to move towards the Protoss player, that will be very bad. And the Protoss, where is the Corsair? Did the Corsair die? Yes, there is a shuttle putting down a probe over there. Yeah, needs to mine out this and then put down the Nexus. We have a lot of Hydralisks. This Hydralisk would come here, kill everyone. And not enough zealots, and definitely not enough cannons. We need to upgrade the zealot speed and zealot attack. Do we have zealot speed already? I just forgot to check how. Does zealot have like 3 fingers? I don't know. Okay, so now. Okay, the overload is still very slow, so I don't think it's going to be a drop. I did not know that Hydralisks can move through this ramp. If Hydralisk can move through this ramp, that means it's not going to be a drop. These Corsairs are absolutely out of position. They move exactly in the wrong time. Well, they see the 3 overlords. See the Hydralisks over there. There is only one cannon. There is definitely not enough zealots. These zealots will die before more cannons can be built. Geresz has 1000 minerals. This looks very Zerg favored at the moment. The Protoss has to put down more cannons. There's no question about it. But he isn't. Is he going to build a Reaver? Does he have a Reaver already? If a Reaver versus Hydralisks could work. What was loaded up in the shuttle? Probes. So he's transferring probes in the shuttle at this time when there are Hydralisks. Oh no, he is paying attention to the wrong thing here. His natural base is going to be in shambles once the Zerg is trying to move. The Zerg could put down more macro hatcheries, I guess. Now the Zerg, what is this? Overlord speed is being upgraded. Zerg is not in a rush, but Protoss is also like mining like crazy. But he needs more cannons. Needs to, but I mean, okay, so Zerg is actually not trying to risk anything here. He's already making lurkers, so I guess the Protoss is just dead. Protoss is already dead, he just doesn't know it yet. Okay, the lurkers are burrowing very far away. And yeah, probably he can just kill everything only using the Hydras, but he's trying to aggro the Zealots into the lurkers. Which is definitely a strategy that will work, yeah. Now the Protoss has nothing. That is a very sad day for the Protoss, but the Zorro is still not doing anything. I mean, okay, so these Templars, can they storm? They will not have enough energy to storm for quite a while. Why is the Zerg not attacking? Single cannon. And now, yeah, the Templars are dead. I don't think the Protoss has a realistic chance to hold the ramp. Bam. Yeah. I don't think think he knew that the Hydralisks can move up the ramp. No storms. No. Yeah, that is too little too late to make the Archons at this time, unfortunately. And now you have Hydralisks in your main base. I guess at least the Lurkers cannot come up the ramp. If he had a Reaver, he has the support base, so he could have a Reaver. There is a Lurker being made here. Second Lurker being made here. The probes are trying to fight the Hydralisks. This sad day for Protoss here. I mean, the previous game was won by the Protoss, I guess. So. Okay, now, this is something. DTs are out. I guess the DTs can chase the Hydralisks for a while. Kill the Lurkers before they burrow. Oh, this Lurker just disappeared. I guess that's one thing. But the problem is, yeah, the Overlords are coming. And the DTs cannot go down the ramp. The DTs are somehow bigger than the Hydralisks. Now this should be game at this point. Geresz prepared well for the map. Yes, that seems like. You know, once your Zealots getting close to the ramp, they get obliterated by the Lurkers, so. I guess the Overlords moved up to a very unproductive position here. And Geresz is still on 3 bases, but he has 3,000 minerals. Yeah, he cannot go up the ramp with the Lurkers, there's no chance. Now this Dragoon might start shooting at the Overlords, that is good. But now the Overlords will escape, oh no, in the direction of where they actually provide vision. I don't think there is a chance to kill all these Lurkers before they hatch. You have to kill these Lurkers. Oh yeah, but more Hydralisks are coming up the stairs, so. At this point, the Protoss player is just trying to tire out the Zerg, but I guess he's tiring out himself more. Now we have Lurkers literally at the main base. That is never a good sign. There's nowhere for these probes to hide. Yeah, this is a strange map. I will have to admit that. This is not your average map. So I wouldn't judge anyone by losing on this specific map. We have still 23 workers for the Protoss. But at least there are observers. There are High Templars, which does not have enough. And no! Yeah, these Lurkers are burrowed in a very poor position. Can the Templars outrun the Lurkers? Oh no, this guy has a storm! But the storm is going down when the Lurkers are not burrowed, so. The Lurkers just run away. I guess if I ever have to play a PvZ on this map, I will have to remember that Hydralisks can actually move up the ramp. So I think... Yeah, I don't know what is Monster Truck still doing here. The GG timing here is very poor. Now an Overlord finds this other base. I think Geresz might think that there is something important this Protoss player is still hiding. So he's looking for like extra bases. But it's just Monster Truck. It's very late to call GG. Alright, so the first game goes to Geresz here. So Geresz Pocket's well-deserved victory. He prepared for this map quite well, I think. And so next map is going to be Butter, which it has its quirks, but the quirk of Butter is like less than half as quirky as 76 was. So I guess we should expect a more normal game here, more, what is it, Butter. So like a more normal game, a more traditional strategy. There is no ZVP played on Butter yet, just yet. So I guess we will have to see how these two guys debut this map in this matchup. So let's get into our second game, Geresz versus Monster Truck. Let's go. Okay, so we are back in the game. Monster Truck at the top right corner and Geresz at the bottom right corner. So there is no 4-pool, there is no big rush into early Zerglings. It's a 2-player map, you could do that because you know where your opponent is. I am expecting a simple Forge expand from Monster Truck in this map. At least that is kind of the traditional Protoss strategy. You could do like a gateway expand, or you can just, I guess, do double gateway, I don't know, in your main and try to rush your opponent with Zealot. That might work if Geresz is going for a fast expand here, which might be because he did not put down the pool yet. But it still can be an overpool though, so we'll see. Monster Truck is not scouting, so maybe he is going... Okay, the pool is going down, so this is an overpool, which I think beats any gateway rushes. Is he going to put down a second gateway once he has the money? I mean, he could skip one probe, I guess. This, like a gateway expand, I think is stronger here than just a double gateway, but who knows? If he micros his Zealots well, and Geresz is not making enough initial Zerglings or micros them poorly, then this might work out well. And Geresz is actually going for an expansion. Is he going for an expansion? And the probe is just going to be a bit late to... He could have like delayed this expansion if he was like 2 seconds earlier. But he did not plan to do that. He just ran into the main, checks what's going on, and... Well, only one pair of Zerglings is being made. So this... Okay, now second pair is being started. So he might be able to turn this into an advantage here. Once the pylon finishes and he's not supply blocked anymore. You can start the second Zealot. Okay, so he has 2 Zealots in the making. Well, there is one Zealot that is done. There's a hatchery here. The Zerglings are looking for the probe, but the probe is like looking for a third base which does not exist at the moment. So 4 Zerglings will move out. So I guess Geresz is going to attack now. He sees this is a 2-gate build. I guess this choke could be plugged in by 2 Zealots. So from that point of view, playing from your main only might make sense. And Geresz actually runs back the lanes and puts down a macro hatchery in the main base and a creep colony next to his main hatchery. So yes, he understands this is a rush. Monster Truck is actually up workers, so it's 18 workers versus the 10 workers of the Zerg. And the Sunken is started. So let's see What is Monster Truck trying to achieve here? Will he just run into the main and get surrounded by the Zerglings and hit by the Sunken? Yeah, now he can see that these 3 Zealots cannot do anything here anymore. Just too many Zerglings. Okay, maybe he can abuse the Zerglings around this narrow choke point here. He can kill these 2. Definitely kill these 2. So what is he going to do? Is he going to send these 2 additional Zealots there? Yes. He's Geresz trying to save this. He has to save this hatchery, right? He has enough Zerglings to save this hatchery. There's only... Oh no! This is not going to be enough. Definitely not this way. He cannot surround the Zealots here. He's just attacking from one side. Okay, now these 2 hatch a bit too late. And there are 3 Zealots are still alive. Wow, and 2 will arrive very soon. And in the meantime, we have the Forge and the Monster Truck is running away with the minerals. So this is going to be very difficult for our Zerg player to counter at the moment, because the Zerglings are just... yeah, not focusing on the same Zealots. So the Zealots, more Zealots survived than they should have survived. And this hatchery will fall. No way of saving it. And the Protoss is expanding. Oh, this is very bad news for our Zerg player. Even though the Protoss is... okay, he's sending 2 more Zealots. That's not going to be a problem anymore. Problem is 21 workers versus 10 drones. So now these Zerglings will do a counterattack, and now they captured the Zealots at a very nice position. The Zealots were very slow to attack back. So only one of the Zerglings is low health and 1 died, I guess. But now the Protoss has cannon. Cannon and 3 Zealots, 4 Zealots, so... okay, the Lings start trying to do a surround here. The Zealots are being microed quite nicely. He has to catch this cannon. Yeah, cannon gets cancelled. Now the Lings are getting decimated. This one Link can take a look at the main base. It's not going to achieve much here. More Lings are being sent, so this is going to have to be a Zergling pull-in at this point from our Zerg player. Maybe he can cancel. Yeah, he cancels the cannon again. But how many? Only 4 Lings are being sent. So yeah, this is a Zergling all-in with 10 drones. He's trying to move up to lair tech, so maybe he will transition to Middlisks. From 10 drones, that sounds a little too... that doesn't sound good enough. And now we are having 1 cannon finishing, the second cannon will always also finish, and 4 Zealots. So these Lings are just late enough to achieve nothing, basically. They kill 1 Zealot, which is 100 minerals, and that was like 6 Lings, which is 150, so trade was not really even. Second hatchery is going up. We only have... yeah, you need to drone up as the Zerg at this point. 9 drones is not going to be enough. Then the Protoss at this moment does not have enough to move out either. But Citadel of Adun is being made, the Stargate is being warped in, so... very decisive play from the Protoss at this point. He will have to also make something useful out of that Stargate, which he will probably be able to, because this Hydralisk then is going to be quite late. Many overlords, at least 1 or 2 overlords will be able to be killed by the Corsairs here once they start coming out. And it's like 30 probes versus 21 versus 15 workers on the Zerg side, and the population is 48 versus 23. That is very much game over for the Zerg, he just doesn't know it yet. Blood donation. Yeah, that's what, I guess that's what the Zerglings did there. And now we have 6 Zealots moving towards the Zerg base. As we have 1 Hydralisk, that will not be that useful. 10 Lings, not enough. There is no... okay, the Sunken will be late. It is very unfortunate, but this sunken colony will be late. And that one will probably not achieve anything. Because a lot of the links are focusing on the zealots a little better than previously, so maybe they will kill more of them. This hydralist needs to do something useful. Okay, now the sunken colony is done. But our Corsair is in the main base. These zealots... Can they kill this one sunken? I'm not sure. They can probably kill this micro hatchery, yeah. Okay, now the zealots are growing towards the hydralists, and this is yeah, this is not good for the Protoss. These zealots did a scout, at least they scouted the base, but I guess you could do that with the Corsair. Corsair will at least supply block. No, it won't supply block the Zerg, but it will be annoying. Now this zealot is trying to run away with 18 health left. So, what is the Protoss doing at the base? So, observatory. Why is he building an observatory? I'm not sure. But it's a good idea to have observatory. And we will have support base, I guess. Either river attack or just a quick shuttle. The Protoss is running away with economy. 40 workers. And the Protoss also ran away with this Corsair. Barely ran away. This Hydralisk could just walk below it and kill it, but I guess Geresz does not see this anymore. And the Protoss is going to put down a third base before the Zerg. Zerg needs to mine. We are up to 16 probes at least. That is something. Is the Zerg going to drone up from here? And yeah, Psystorm is being developed. A Reaver is being made. 5 Hydralisks are on the way. Yeah, the Zerg needs more Overlords. Yeah, if the Reaver is used properly... Oh, there is one Lurker egg morphing. If the Reaver is used efficiently, that will be a very big headache. That can kill a lot of Hydralisks, that can kill a lot of Zerglings. Lurkers are being morphed in the middle of the map, though. And the Zerg saw oh! Borrow! Yeah, now the Zealots at least will lose some of their shields. Oh! That was an interesting move from the Protoss player to come back. Do we have... Yeah, there is one Lurker here. Where are those Zealots going? Oh, they think they are looking for a third base that does not exist. And the Zerg is going on... Is this going on a counterattack? Yeah. Did he find this third base? There will be cannons though. And there are already cannons here. Okay, maybe he will try to like do a late lurker contain here. Oh no, the Reaver drop went into the main base. Oh. Yeesh. Back to 10 drones for our Zerg player here. 9 drones. And I don't think this contain will do much. So of course the Reaver is coming. The Reaver is coming! Oh, come on. I want to show the Reaver. Yeah, Reaver is here, the Zealots are here. So... I guess the Zerg is dead. And GG is called. So Monster Truck takes the second game here. Very well played. Nice early aggression from the Protoss, a nice transition into the more techy part as the Zerg got beaten back to the Stone Age basically. Very nice. Our third map is going to be Aztec here. So, very nice day we are having today with not 2-0s, but really back and forth going on. So, will Monster Truck take this game also? Or will it be for Geresz to win the next one? So, I need to load up the replay. I am not really good at this talking and doing things at the same time. But anyways, so Aztec 3-player map, we already saw this for Protoss versus Zerg. Yeah, so we can see here that Aztec is actually, we have 3 Zerg victories and 0 Protoss victories on this map. Which is, I mean, you can understand this because the main base is on low ground, natural base is on high ground, and once the Zerg gets into your natural, there's nothing you can do. So the Protoss has to defend this natural very well, not allow any drops in, and then Protoss also has to be able to break out any contains to get into the third base, which is either here or here. So, not an easy map for Protoss, but, well, Monster Truck did a very unconventional play on Butter, and it paid up for him, so maybe he can change this 0 to a 1 for this map here. Alright, let's get into our last game today, Geresz versus Monster Truck. Let's go. Alright, so we are back in the game. Monster Truck on the left, Geresz on the right. So what is going to be their strategy this time? I wonder. So there is no 4-pool. Why are no Zerg players doing any 4-pools anymore? I don't know. I remember that Monster Truck, when he was playing Zerg, he played a 4-pool against me once in the Nice Micro Leauge. I remember that quite well, because I was expecting it. It was a 2-player map. I don't remember if I won, but I managed to stop the initial rush. I might have lost later in that game. That was a long time ago. Maybe Nice Micro Leauge 4. Alright, so the Zerg, I don't know what is the Zerg doing. The Protoss is going to do a fast expand, I guess, or at least something like that, a wall in. Maybe a forge fast expand. Yeah, kind of classic move. Forge fast expand. We have a pool after the Overlord, so overpool. Same strategy as we've seen before. And, well, that is, I think the Protoss can, if he manages to scout the Zerg, I guess. I don't know, is this the normal path the probe is taking, or did he just send it around intentionally? I don't know. The Overlord will not see the probe at this point. So, the forge is done. That means the cannons can start. Because we haven't seen, the Protoss have not seen what the Zerg is doing. He does not know that the Zerg is already expanding. I guess there are some Zerglings in the making here. I guess Geresz got a little more careful after the previous game. Yeah, the second Overlord is going to find the Protoss player quite late. The gateway is going down before the second cannon. So it's not that fast an expansion. But it's also not that slow. He will be, probably his next building will be the Nexus. Is he saving up for the Nexus? Well, he still has the probe queued up. Now he finds the opponent, the Protoss, so that there are some lings. I guess there are 6 Zerglings. One of them is moving out only. So there is one cannon here, no Zealot at the moment. Because this is not a 4-pool, I guess. One cannon, and if the probe moves in to fill it, you have to fill this hole. But there is no, the 6 lings are not going, 5 lings are just staying on the ramp. Very cautious, very defensive play from Geresz, and a bit risky from Monster Truck, because if you have 6 links coming in, at least 4 of them can get through into your main base if you don't plug in the holes. So assimilator is done, so I guess the cybernetics core will be the next building that should be built. I guess the scouting probe here was killed. Now, this is a lot of links. So you have 9 Zerglings here, and single cannon. Well, second cannon will be done by the time those 9 links go there, if they go there. Maybe they don't even go there once. Oh no, they start to move out. But I guess this could have been just like, you know, I showed the probe that I have a lot of Zerglings, so now the Protoss has to build the cannons. Yeah. And this looks like what he is doing. He's actually sending back some of the links. So the Protoss must build a cannon. The links cannot do anything anyways. So just forcing to build cannons, forcing the Zerg to build, or forcing the Protoss to build cannons, and waste some money on that instead of teching up. It can be a good move. So the Protoss does still not have a cybernetics core. Its building has more than 200 gas, no cybernetics core yet, so wasted all this money on the cannons. Now the cybernetics core is being built. Bit late, and the Zerg is tacking up to Lair, who already has the Hydralisk, then a third hatchery in base at 19 drones versus the 25 probes. Oh, these Zerglings got absolutely annihilated by the 3 zealots moving out. Is he just sending a single Zergling again? Yes. Okay, so now that the cybernetics core is done, the Protoss can start building the Stargate. He put down a photon cannon just in case, but there are no Mutalisks. Of course, he cannot know at the moment, because Geresz made it quite difficult for Monster Truck to scout him. So the only information Monster Truck has at the moment is that there were a lot of links that did not attack him. This Overlord is going into exile, I think. What is happening here? Water effects on ground. Anyways, more gateways, Citadel of Adun, and the Stargate is being made. That is a kind of classical strategy, Citadel and Stargate together, so you can move into the Templar archives as soon as your Corsair scouts Hydralisks. But Monster Truck is also sending out the Zealots, so he will see that it is indeed Hydralisks that are being made here once the Zealots approach the natural. Maybe, yeah, he'll see the Hydralisks were spotted, and now the Zealots are just I could say they are running away, but they are just like casually strolling away, I guess. Very casually. This one is split off, so the others can get home, or have a better chance of getting home, I guess. Big chase going on, and in the meantime, we have the Stargate and the Templar Archives, and the Corsair moving in. Because we have a lot of Hydralisks, but there are 3 cannons and 2 more making, so that might not be an issue. And even like the number of Zealots, if they have speed, which they will have soon, will be good. And this Corsair did not kill anything yet, but is moving in. Yeah, there are 2 Overlords here, maybe. Oh, yeah, but he needs to scout here, right? So he does not have any idea what's going on in the main base. Now he can see that there is a Spire. And the Hydralisk then. Now you can look for another base, which there is no other base. Oh no. Why did I press the wrong button over there? I'm sorry. And so we have all these Zealots here. I guess these hydralisks can contain the Protoss, especially once he will start to make lurkers. So the lurker aspect is being researched, but also Storm is being researched on the Protoss side. Do we get any Templars soon? No Templars are being made. Now the Zerg is moving at even more hydralisks. Lurker aspect is almost done. The what is this? Zealot legs are finished, so now the Zealots can actually run. I think you could engage these. These are cornered here, but now that all the other hydralisks are coming, yeah, this is a better choice to just stay back. Forge is upgrading the shield, so we have side blades already upgraded. Armor is not yet upgraded. For the Zerg, we are 0-0 for hydralisks and 0-0 for the links, but the hydralisk attack range is being researched. So that's something. Are there any Templars? Yes, there are 4 Templars being made. There will be some time until they have Storm. Once they have Storm, the Protoss might be able to move out. Yeah, there are some lurkers and hydralisks made on the low ground. Is the Zerg trying to get in here? Yeah, he is just checking what's going on. He did not try to aggro the Zealots at the moment. Yeah, these links, they're just going there to donate their blood. This is blood donation. Wall is one pylon. Oh yeah, right, this one pylon is powering everything here. Tapirello's observation is quite correct. So, this Zergling is just checking that there is no third base over there. Our Protoss player is putting down more pylons, so down there is him. Yeah, he's going to get Reaver. He's going to play Reaver and Templars. But you cannot send out the Templars because the Zerg is spreading out the army quite nicely. Yeah, this storm does not affect enough units. Now is the time to storm, but now there is no storm. Yeah, and this Templar is very bad. Yeah, it's going to die. Okay, this is a nice storm. Killing Lurker X. And now another Templar with Storm is ready. Do we have any observers at the moment? Ooh, cancels another pair of Lurkers. Very well played from our Protoss player. We have Observatory, and the Observer is in the making at the moment. These Templars... Okay, this guy does not have enough energy, this one has. What is our Zerg doing? The Zerg started to expand the third base, finally. We have 102 supply for our Protoss and only 78 for the Zerg player. Oh, but this... Oh no, this Observer is almost dead. It gives just enough vision for this Zealot to hit that Lurker a little. Now, a lot of Templars are going out here. You need to kill that specific Lurker. Yeah, 2 storms kill a Lurker, but that's a bit overkill because 1 storm already brings down the health to like 15 or something. But now the Zerg is sniping Templars. This is going to be more expensive for the Protoss than for the Zerg. Well, unless, I guess this Templar got saved by... just by a little. Now these Dragoons will have trouble because they cannot get out. There is no way to get out from this wall. Is the Zerg taking up somewhere? No, but both of them had more than 1,000 minerals. So, this is kind of one of the difficult things in this game. To spend your money. First of all, you need to make enough workers to get money, which they both have. The Protoss is like 51. I guess the Zerg only has 29 workers, which is, I guess, on 2 bases it's not that bad, but you should have 3 bases at this time, or even 4. These storms are blanketing the workers. not kill all of them, so... And the observer is dead. And the dragoons still cannot go out because of this one cannon over there. So that is very bad. Protoss has a much bigger army. I guess no, because all the 30 difference in supply is actually in difference in workers. A lot of hydralisks are strolling through the map. The Zerg should like double expand at this point. It's keeping the Protoss inside his base. Where is the Reaver? Was there a Reaver drop we missed? There was a Reaver made. And I did not pay attention to what happened to that Reaver. Okay, now... Finally... our Protoss player realized that these cannons do not worth having. We need more observers though, because the dragons can just walk out there and die. And that's not really conducive to anything. I guess you could also just put down like a cannon over here. Like I would probably do that. It's not really the best thing to do. Now this observer was getting shot at by the hydralisks. Yeah, the clumped up lurkers really killed the clumped up dragoons. That is a problem. Of course there is a... Oh, and now there is no observer left, so... Oh! These dragoons are going to die here without an observer. Without a storm. Yeah, there is no storm. The units are trying to get out of in front of the wall and just get massacred. Oh, there is this shuttle. So maybe there was a Reaver drop, but it got... The Reaver is nowhere to be seen, so I guess the Reaver probably died. Yeah, this wall is really held up by this one pylon, which is being hit by a lurker. Finally, the observer is here, and now the Protoss can start fighting. But the Zealots, they get shredded by these lurkers. And the lurkers are all in one clump. And when the lurkers are all in one clump, they shred the Zealots. At least... Now the Protoss, I think, will be able to break out of this jail. But of course the Zerg is sending the reinforcements in. A lot of Zealots are dying. And the main base for Protoss is almost fully mined out. Natural, not much left. The Zerg is mining so slow that it does not affect them at all. So we need a storm over there, but there is not enough High Templars. This is one High Templar with not enough energy. The Zealots are killing the hydralisks, but then get totally shredded by these two lurkers. Our Protoss player is not playing very efficiently. In the meantime, what is the Zerg doing? Is there any tacking up, or is it just producing more hydralisks? I guess the Zerg is tacking up. So we have 1 attack and 0 shields on the Zergs, and the Protoss we have 1-1 already. We have a lot of observers now. We need storms. There are no Templars being produced. And the Protoss will run out of fuel very soon. So this is just a massacre at this point of the Protoss army. Something has been loaded into a shuttle. Oh, this probes. But there is a Zergling over there, so that will be absolutely useless. Unfortunately. So these shuttle cannot even unload. Protoss cannot escape this situation. I think this game really got lost when the Zealots got sacrificed into the clump of lurkers instead of waiting for a round of Templars to come out. Now the Protoss has nothing left, unfortunately, and these Templars will never gain enough energy. Single Dragoon on the low ground also not going to help much here. Storming a single Hydralisk. Wait, what? Is the Protoss really thinking that he can just do that? Interesting. Interesting thought. Now this would be a good time to storm. Yeah, now these Hydralisks are absolutely shredded by the 4th Dragoons the Protoss has. Okay, now maybe the Reaver can help de-lurkering that base or that place. Monster Truck is playing an interesting game, let's say that. I guess he needs a few minutes for setting up those bases, and in the meantime he needs Geresz to not realize what's going on, and he needs to not lose the Reaver. Oh no. Oh no. That Reaver. Monster Truck needs to escape right now or he runs out of minerals. Yeah, that was said quite a while ago, I guess, because he already ran out of minerals. Now, he is mining here with 6 probes and 1 probe here. So at least he could buy scarabs for the Reaver. I wonder what is Geresz doing. Yeah, Geresz is also thinking about expanding just at the same place as Monster Truck is, so... yeah, you are found out. Which means you need to give up this game. Very unfortunate. Okay, so that one lurker... oh no, that lurker can shoot down the ramp without the Reaver being able to shoot back. So... okay, this Reaver already has 4 kills. Is this drone going to kill that Nexus? I guess it's 1,000 minerals, so I guess he does not really have to worry about that. Oh no, not enough energy. Why are you sending Templars with not enough energy up the ramp? Okay, so this one, Templar, reduces 2 lurkers down there. These 2 lurkers will kill the Reaver though. Yeah, he needs to shoot 1 more. Okay, but that's not enough to kill the Reaver. Okay. Now of course the Hydralisks are going down, so the drone is not going to kill this Nexus by itself. Monster Truck is not mining properly over there. Like he is... this is not working out. I don't know where these dragons are being sent. I guess to their deaths. Zerg is still on 3 bases even after all that. Very, very funny. Anyways, Monster Truck is playing like a, I don't know what do you call it, like a micro map here. He has nothing. I guess like he has an Archon and a bunch of High Templars, which he makes into Archons. Geresz should be at like 200 population at the moment. So we have 3 lurkers with barely any. Why is he sending the Templar up there? Yeah, GG finally is called. So Geresz wins this series 2-1. Very well played for both of our players. I think Geresz definitely prepared better for 76, and he had a good strategy with the lurker contain for Aztec. And I guess Monster Truck did a nice aggressive play on Butter, which paid off very well. Unfortunately, his strategy against the lurker contain did not. So, what do we have left? What I have left is actually, I already played my games. Where am I? This is it. Nice Micro versus Hasta La Vista. That is already played, but I don't want to cast that by myself. I will cast it with someone else, but for today I could not get a co-commentator. So we'll get it for next time, and then hopefully we'll also have Kajakin versus Mate and Kestrel versus Kumbi. So these are our... Basically, these 4 players are the highest ranked in the Nice Micro League, so keep an eye on whenever that is going to happen. And it's very good. I like to see these 2-1 plays here. Zorro actually beating Jim Raynor somehow 2-1. We did not end up seeing the end of how that happened, but anyways, it's nice to see some upsets. The games were very interesting for today. And yeah, hopefully next week we will have 3 games. 3 series. And all of them will be at least as interesting as now. So at the moment, this is our situation. So we have Jim Raynor 1 and Monster Truck 1 points. Tapirello, Krauts have 0 points. And Daraj, Kovi, Geresz and Zorro have 2 points. So next round, we don't know who will play whom, but we know that the points, the additional extra points, will be kept for the next round too. So I guess that means Zorro has 4 points now and Jim Raynor has 5. So Zorro might end up playing either Geresz, who also has 2+2 here, or someone who will lose with 0 points in these 2 matches. Or maybe, maybe Hasta La Vista or Nice Micro if they win to 2 points. So you cannot really predict in this Swiss system who will play whom at this stage, only after all the games have been played. But anyways, if I get a working replay for the 3rd game of what was that? Zorro versus Jim Raynor, then I will also add that to our next stream. So for today, this is it. I hope you guys enjoyed what you've seen, and I guess I'll see you next time. So have a good day, have a good evening, whatever it is at your current time zone, and I will see you next week, hopefully. Bye bye.